I had so much pain. Um, I essentially looked at my husband, and we knew something was wrong, but I convinced myself that I was going crazy. There certainly I I my brain was being stupid. How can I go from being basically my normal to not being able to remember how to walk? That's what was going on in my head. I thought I had a psychiatric condition. I convinced myself, and my husband, who is a saint, and he's like, "Honey, you don't." I'm a therapist, and I see what's going on with you, and you can't make that up. You can't make your body do that. Um, he wanted me to go get checked out, and I wouldn't because um, I thought for sure that my brain was being stupid, and that things would get better. I did agree to see the doctor. When I saw the orthopedic doctor, they sent me the next day directly to a specialty doctor, spine doctor, who ordered an MRI. That was done on an outpatient basis, and they didn't get it scheduled for another week. By that time, I had stopped progressing. So I had like lost my functions. And then it halted. Um, we got the MRI on a Thursday and got the results the same day. And the results said that I had demyelination of my spinal cord through C3 through C7. So that's in my neck. And that they saw something that was wrong. It wasn't just me and my brain being stupid. At that point, I agreed to go to the emergency room. Um, we went to the emergency room, and the emergency room doctor came in, and he sat down, and he said, "I've been reviewing your chart for an hour now,
Wow.
and I'm sorry." And we're like, "Sorry, for what?" And he said, "Well, let me start out by telling you that my sister, many years ago, helped to develop mRNA technology, and that it was never meant to become this, to be made into a vaccine. She had walked away from it many, many years ago."
Yeah.
And he said that when I got the Pfizer shot, it caused my body to turn on itself and to attack my spinal cord. And essentially, my body ate holes into the covering of my nerves and my spinal cord. And so I couldn't send signals back and forth any longer without disruption. And he said it was a result of the uh, the shot.
Yeah. Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't mean to interject. I just, that's very powerful that a doctor I mean, I was gaslit like as you were many, 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 many times
Yeah.
throughout hospitals and regular doctor visits. And for a doctor to finally admit to you that not only was his sister involved in the technology and she left it, that it was the shot that early on in 2021, you couldn't
Mhm.
find many doctors that were in the healthcare system for that matter to even
No,
agree to that. So,
right. And we never expected that. You know, as a nurse, when I thought demyelination, I thought, oh, I've got MS,
yeah,
multiple sclerosis. I've got something to that effect. I'd never heard of a transverse myelitis before. Um, that doctor is a saint to us because he did connect that and he did bring that to our attention. Certainly, I've had so many more hospitalizations in which they've told me, oh, well, no, you don't have anything wrong, even though I have all the testing that
yeah,
proves otherwise. That first doctor is who essentially um, is our hero because of him telling us and documenting that. Um, I agreed to be admitted to the hospital. Um, Unfortunately, I was told that it had done the damage, and there wasn't anything that they could really offer me. The damage had taken place, and
yeah,
so their goal at that point was to rule other causes out and to get me as comfortable as they could. Um, while in the hospital, I found it curious. I went down the rabbit hole um, because this was all new to me. You know, I'd been a nurse for 20 years and never heard of anything like this before.